Hello friends, welcome to our official YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. Today we'll learn about how to construct epicycloid and hypocycloid. So let us start with the epicycloid. Here is the data. Now first the question comes in our mind is what is epicycloid? Suppose you are given a circle and another circle is rolling on the given circle, then after completion of one revolution the path generated by the rolling circle is called as a epicycloid. And for the same, the data given us is the diameter of rolling circle is 50 mm and the diameter the radius of the directing circle is 75 mm. So let us start with the directing circle. The radius of directing circle that is given to us is a 75 mm and the diameter of rolling circle that is 50 mm. Now let us divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Again, this is the point P, which is the starting point of before the rolling, and this is the radius, which is equal to 25 mm because the diameter of the rolling circle is 50 mm, so radius is half, that is 25 mm. Now what we'll do, we'll trace this point all 1 2 3 4 5 6 by putting the pointer of a rounder on O and taking radius is equal to O4, O5, O6 and O7. So there will be the different lines. Now the discussion about the angle. Now what will be the total angle as this rolling circle complete one revolution, that we can calculate by using R by R into 360, where small r is the radius of a generating circle and capital R is nothing but the radius of directing circle. So by putting this calculation we'll get the theta, and again as we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts, so that we are also going to divide the directing circle into 8 equal parts. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll draw this arc as we discussed earlier. Okay, now let us start with the different center C1, C2, C3, assign as a C1, C2, C3, C4. Okay, so these are the different center through which this rolling circle will pass. Now what we'll do, we'll simply put our pointer at C1 and take radius is equal to rolling circle, that is 25 mm, and mark on arc. If our pointer is at C1, then mark an arc on 1. If our pointer is C2, mark an arc on 2. Likewise 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and by joining this all point we'll get the curve. Then the name of curve is a epicycloid. Okay, so let us start with the next data, that is for the hypocycloid. Now as we discussed in the earlier, the rolling circle is rolling outside the directing circle. In this case rolling circle will roll inside the directing circle. So the data for the same is given. The diameter of rolling circle is 50 mm and the directing circle is a 75 mm. Okay, so first we'll draw the directing circle, inside of which we'll draw the rolling circle. Okay, so this is the center, and again the angle that we'll calculate by using the data. Previously we have the formula R upon R into 360 degree. Okay, now we are going to divide this into 8 equal parts, the directing circle as well as the rolling circle. Okay, so for that what we have done, we have assigned the center C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7 and C8, and then we'll divide the circle into 8 equal parts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and the starting point for the rolling circle will be the P, and the motion will be like this. This will be in the anti-clockwise direction. Now by taking the radius is equal to the 25 mm and by putting the pointer at C1, we'll make arc from C1 to line 1, likewise C2 to line 2, and also with that same reference we'll assign the point P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8, and by joining all these points we have a curve. Okay, and this curve is known as a hypocycloid. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.